They're off in the Preakness.
And they're into the stretch.
It's got to be up, lifting back. Great Molly wins it. 70 yards to go. High drop on the outside.
For Edwin to win. He wins the Preakness photo finish. I'll have another.
And they're into the stretch.
Epicenter decisively.
Here comes Secret Oath.
It's simplification. It's simplification.
Early voting in front. Early voting in front.
It's Creative Minister to the front.
Courtland Simmons with you here at the CS Racing Report with the Primetime Preakness Picks podcast. Let's take a look at this 9-horse field. And when you look at the field, the question is going to be who's going to step up from a speed figure standpoint. Nobody did in the Kentucky Derby. In a dramatic finish, it looked as though horses were accelerating, but in actuality, Rich Strike was decelerating less than the others. Beneficial pace, horses belatedly close simply because it works the other way too. When they're going fast, sometimes horses can't keep up, and then hence you get these belated finishes. Horses didn't, including Epicenter, didn't either match or surpass his Beyer top. He dropped back 2 points with a 100. This could be a year where, we just have slow horses winning these classic races. Is it feasible, or is it plausible or possible that a horse could win this race with a high 90, very low century mark Beyer speed figure in the Derby? It's very possible if these horses regress or just hold court with their top numbers, give or take a couple points. So there are some horses that have some hills to climb. Epicenter still has to step up, though. He's going to have to, at least do better than his Derby. He's going to have to at least match or surpass his top to legitimately put these horses away, particularly if someone steps up a few points, which, of course, is one of the, underlying storylines. Can one of these horses do better than that? Can Secret Oath, for example, or Creative Minister up their Beyer speed figures and really turn it on in this Preakness Stakes? Again, Secret Oath should get a decent trip when you look at the pace scenario. Again, early voting may be able to create separation and be able to create a gap in whether he needs a breather or not, put himself in a dangerous position for the others in terms of being caught or not. But I think the pace is going to be contested with Armagnac in there, Simplification, possibly flashing a little speed, Fenwick, who didn't get out in the Bluegrass Stakes. There are a number of horses that are going to show some foot, which brings me to Simplification. He's interesting like Epicenter. He's very tractable, versatile. Will he employ pressing tactics? He's going to get a more clear run, theoretically, than he did in the Derby, where he pinched back out of the 13 hole. So again, we're going to see if the energy level is going to allow him to do that, or if he's going to play it conservative with Johnny Velazquez aboard and then basically make his move and come with the punch that is going to be an improved one from his run in the Kentucky Derby. Same holds true for Epicenter as well as Secret Oath. She's stepping up slightly in trip. I don't think the distance is going to be a problem for her, but where's the brilliance? She's got to get that speed figure up. The race sets up nicely for her. She can actually even employ a little more speed. We're going to find out a lot about how Kentucky Oaks horses, based on a horse that didn't run as well in the Arkansas. She ran well in the Arkansas Derby, but things didn't trip-wise fall in place for her. The Oaks, she actually was wide in that race. She was just better than those horses. We're going to find out if she can put it all together and then up the numerical total, which brings me to the picks. As you look at the toss horses, I think a lot of you would be shocked if these horses won on whatever level, whether it's the Rich Strike level or somewhere in between, including Creative Minister, who I actually don't think is a toss in here, and you'll see. Early voting, is he better than the pair that flopped for Chad Brown in 2021, risk-taking and crowded trade? His figures, like Simplification, he moved it up to a 96. That's the number Simplification's been holding at. He's got early speed. Can he hold it? I'm not really sure. Let's take a look. My third scenario is Simplification. He could step up. He's a tough horse. He's going to have to improve from the 96, the 1, the 8, the 5, the 4. Or the 1, the 4, the 2, the 8, where he defeats Secret Oath. In the first scenario, the 1, 8, 5, 4, he beats Epicenter with early voting hanging on for third and Secret Oath fourth. The second scenario is my dual upset special, where it's the 4, where you use the three numbers in your trifecta and switch them around. The first set with the number 1 Simplification on the tail end of your super. The 4, the 8, the 2, the 1 with Secret Oath on top, or the 2, the 8, the 4, and the 1 with Creative Minister winning the Preakness for Kenny McPeek. 4, 8, 2, 1, 2841. You possibly could switch that final super number to the number 5 early voting. Maybe he can finish in the top 4 in that set of numbers. And then my final pick, tepid as it was, I thought that Epicenter was a Triple Crown type of horse. And people say he ran a winning race in the Kentucky Derby. Well, obviously he didn't, because he didn't win. I mean, you allow someone, again, a 101 by our speed figure and running a 100. You're not going to win the Kentucky Derby. I don't care whether it's an 80-1 shot or the odds-on favorite or one of the top 2 choices. But if he does what he's supposed to do, second race after a 6-week layoff, he should beat these horses. So therefore, it's wise, whether he's your top or one of your top picks amongst multiple wagers, to key him in. The 8, the 4, the 1, the 2, or the 8, the 4, and the 1, the 5, once again with early voting finishing 4th. So I have Epicenter winning, but again, I like those upset specials. Secret Oath wouldn't surprise a lot of people if she won. She looks live in here, but again, horses are gonna have to step up and increase their numbers and improve, and maybe we'll see a freak performance in this Preakness. We're certainly gonna recap it and review it right here at the CS Racing Report.